growing up as a kid, I wasn't really too interested in learning the deen, because I'm from Bahrain. I was a lot more interested in Sunni Shia polemics.
Yes. And I didn't have many encounters with Shia. I started laughing. No. And then I said probably the most worst thing I could say next.
No, I'm not worried at all. I rely on God, Allah.
What was your background before you took on this mantle?
I was more interested, because I'm from Bahrain, I was a lot more interested in Sunni Shia polemics.
Yes.
And that's mainly it. And growing up as a kid, I wasn't really too interested in learning the deen, learning it properly, or learning it at all. It was around when I was like 20, 21 where I started to actually care about learning. That's how it started out. And then Sunni Shia polemics, really.
Is that a big issue in Bahrain still?
It's well, people don't really talk about it too much, especially openly. But you have them all around you, and you grow up with your closest friends being Shias. You know, that's quite common. That was the case with me. Had a lot of Ajami friends, Bahrainis from Iranian origins.
Okay.
Yeah, and so these conversations would come up.
Yes.
And then there's just this interest. Why are we so different? But of course, I always kept it respectful, alhamdulillah.
Okay,
and
alhamdulillah.
Yeah, it didn't really get too toxic between me and others, alhamdulillah.
Okay, alhamdulillah. I had a really interesting encounter in my professional college. This woman came up to me, and she was in the year above me, and she said to me, "Are you Shia?" Right? And then when she asked me that, and I didn't have many encounters with Shia, I started laughing. No. And then I thought to myself, wait a minute, what are you, like, are you Shia?
Yeah.
And she's like, yes. And then I said probably the most worst thing I could say next. And then I said, oh, sorry.
Oh.
and it was so awkward.
Right.
But it was like unscripted. I didn't think about it. It was just gut,
Right.
And I just remember it was just a very awkward interaction. But I can just only imagine for you, like your day-to-day, especially, there are videos where you talk about the differences, and you really advocate for the Ahl Sunnah position.
Right.
So it must be quite the dynamic.
In Bahrain, not too many people watch my stuff.
Yeah.
So alhamdulillah, that's one good thing. But two, I keep it respectful.
Yes.
And I speak about the issues in an academic manner.
Yes.
Not like, I don't get involved in the mudslinging and whatnot.
Yes.
And, alhamdulillah.
And alhamdulillah, I remember a Muslim student association that we were part of, and we had some Shia involved, and we kept everything respectful, and even the people who were involved, they were pretty they didn't insult Abu Bakr and Umar radiallahu anh. They would just simply say, if I would give a lecture or halaqah talking about some of the Sahaba, they would make sure to come after and says, maybe in the future you should talk more about Ali. I said, okay,
that's good. That's very good.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So it was fairly respectful, interaction and whatnot with that.
So I later learned, a lot of people assume, and me as well, that a lot of that's taqiyya or something, right?
Yeah.
But in reality, a lot of them are just ignorant in regards to what their sources say, in regards to the hatefulness that you find in their sources. They turn out, they seem to be really mellow people. That's what they are. That's what they know. That's a good thing, right?
Yeah.
And I personally don't. I feel like we shouldn't push them away in any sense.
Yeah.